for the girl that's sexy. Listen. Lady, I'm ready. Said I'm searching. Lady, I'm ready. Lady. I need a love to face life till I'm finished. I won't stop till I find my lady. It's she, you. Second time.
Yeah. How y'all doing today? I know I'm going against the All-Star game right now, but that's all right. We're gonna try to make this thing happen. But you can always go back and watch a little later. So obviously the music sponsored by D Minds Music. Check him out over there. And also, y'all already know what it is. Gates Open, welcome to Gates Open Warner Media Group. Where we go live. We try to go live Monday through Thursday. And we got some big things coming up this week. We're trying to start the fitness channel thing going. Also, we have an interview this week. And then also I'm gonna be dropping some things that I did over here with the guys at Sit and Politic. So we're gonna do some collabs. Like I always say, I like to shout them out because they helped me get started. They're doing big things over there. Go check them out. We've done a couple of things together here in the last week or so. So that's going to be on the channel. Gates Open Warner Media Group. Check me out. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Y'all already know. Know what I mean? So obviously the topic of the day. The topic of the day is LeBron and Bronny James want to play together. LeBron says, no matter the money, he wants to be able to play with his son, before he retires. I think that's pretty awesome. So I'm looking at my notes I wrote down over here. I'm trying to be a little bit more professional. So I'm gonna start out with the big topic of it at first. A lot of people say I hate on LeBron. I don't hate on the man. Anything he does on the basketball court, yes, it's up for criticism. It's up for scrutiny, all those good things. So y'all already know I'm going to talk about it. But when it comes to off the court, LeBron seems to be pretty good guy. Never met him, obviously. Don't know him. But the one thing he does, I think if he can get him and Bronny to play together, that's going to be amazing. From my understanding, nobody else has done that. That's going to be unprecedented. So if LeBron and Bronny can play together, that's going to be pretty dope. A lot of people, like I say, I'm on here all the time, Facebook, whatever the case may be. Oh, you hating on LeBron. You hating on LeBron. Well, his basketball sense, the way he plays basketball, I'm not a fan of. The things he do sometimes, I'm not a fan of. But if he and his son can play together, that's going to be awesome. And that's something Michael Jordan couldn't do. Y'all know I'm one of the biggest Michael Jordan fans there is. Michael Jordan couldn't even do that. Michael Jordan, I think two of his sons played basketball. One up there in Orlando at UCF, where Jordan gave the whole team Jordans, to where they got mad at that, the media and some other people. But this is something Michael Jordan couldn't do, let alone get his son to the NBA, one of his sons or whatever. The ability to be able to play with his son, that would have been crazy. So if LeBron can pull this off, I think Bronny's in a junior in high school. Y'all already know LeBron's in year 19, I believe. So LeBron's contract with the Lakers is up after next season. So Bronny will be a senior. He'll be a senior his father's last year, potentially with the Lakers, which I don't think he's going to stay at the Lakers past 1 year. But his last year would be at that time of high school. So I believe you still have to play at least 1 year of the G League or 1 year college or something like that. So if Bronny was able to play 1 year in the G League, maybe 2 years in the G League, or go to college for 2 years, that'll put LeBron at least 4 more seasons because he'll play next year. Then his son played 2 years. So that would put LeBron at potentially 23 seasons. I think he's going to try to get him out at least 1 season. He's going to try to get his son to be able to go to the league some kind of way. Um, and I'll get to this other topic about that here at the end. Um, and you see other NBA players who have their son in the league, but they're not in the league at the same time. And most of the time, it's years after they have left. So once again, I want to see it. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of LeBron getting his son to the NBA, however he does it. I think that'd be awesome for the NBA. That'd be big for LeBron's brand. And like I say, on the basketball court, I'm no fan of LeBron's. But things he does in the community seem like, they're pretty good. But I think when LeBron actually went to the Lakers, this was something he was pondering and he structured his contract to allow himself that, because if you remember correctly, the years with Cleveland, when he went back to Cleveland after he left Miami, he was pretty much on 1-year deals because he wanted to see them improve. So eventually when he went to the Lakers, he was on, I think he went on a 4-year deal, period. So he wanted to control the narrative when he was in Cleveland. But now that he's with the Lakers, he signed that 4-year deal. But I think LeBron was already thinking about him playing with his son and then being able to control it the way he wanted to, right there at the end. So I think from here on out, LeBron's going to be on 1-year contracts again, just to see if he'll be able to play with his son. And then LeBron also stated that it doesn't matter the amount of money he's going to make. And I agree with him. I mean, he has millions upon millions of dollars, so that's not going to be a big thing at that time. He'll probably play for free as well, if he had to. But obviously, you got to get a veteran league minimum. So if LeBron can pull that off, that's going to be a great, great, great thing. But we often talk about athletes and, oh, well, they make all this money. It's all about the money. Obviously, this is all about playing with his son, which once again, it would be a good thing for the NBA. He'll go out because obviously LeBron is still the face of the NBA. No matter how you look at it, no matter what you think about his gameplay, no matter what you think about anything about LeBron, LeBron is still the face of the NBA. So for him to go out with his son playing with him, that's going to be awesome. And I honestly think the NBA is struggling to find someone who can actually be the face of the NBA. I think the forerunners are like Steph. I would say Steph and Giannis. And really it probably should be Steph, but I don't think how many years Steph got left. Steph, I believe, is 33 or 34, somewhere around there. So how many years does Steph actually have left? I think it's more favorable for the NBA to push Giannis. And I think that's the direction they're going, because not only because of his talents, but mainly because I don't think he's the best player in the league, but mainly because he's a foreigner. He's from Greece. So, and then he has 3 brothers in the league. I don't know if that's ever been done either. I know people have had 1 brother, but y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's ever been 3 brothers in the league at one time. Not one time. Oh, maybe the Holiday boys. Drew Holiday. Maybe they may have 3 family members in the league as well. But so I think there's more so the push is to get Giannis as the face of the league, not because he's the best talent. But I mean, let's face it, I think KD is the best player in the league. But one, he's staying injured. And then 2, he's not a media. The media doesn't love him, doesn't love KD. And then 3, he's American born. So, but they want to push the narrative out to these other countries. So you got Luka, You got Dirk that retired, probably the greatest foreigner to the U.S. to ever play. Um, you got Luca now balling, and then you got Greek, the Greek freak they call him, Giannis. So I think the league is going to push in the way of Giannis, and Giannis is young enough. See, when you go from LeBron to Steph, Steph isn't too much younger than LeBron, so it won't last long. So if you put Giannis up there, you can start seeing it as well. You start seeing it, but I mean, I got to give Giannis his respect too. Last year, it looked like he about broke his leg in half, and he was actually able to play in that finals game and just kill. It was like he didn't even have. Most people, I believe, would have had a torn ACL or something to not even be able to play in that finals. But he played in that finals. I think he took a game or two off and came back and gave them boys the business. So, and then his shot is getting better. If he developed that shot, if he develops that shot, it's gonna be it's gonna be trouble for some of those other teams. Um, so with that being said, you know, now the real question is Bronny good enough to make it to the league? We've been talking about this about if LeBron, if Bronny can make it to the league, it'll be great for the league, it'll be great for LeBron. We want to see it. I want to see it. But he's a kid, so I'm not gonna try to talk about a kid negatively. I don't even watch him play. I don't know his game or anything like that. Anyway, to talk negative about him, but I will ask the question: is he good enough to play in the league? I think if he's good enough to play in the league, he and LeBron, unless something catastrophic happens, will play together. But is he good enough? I mean, you can obviously see he has time to grow, but LeBron is what, 6'8", 6'9", and Bronny looks like he's 6'2", 6'3". He might be taller than that, I'm not sure. But does he have the talent? Obviously, his father has the money, the dish to get the best coaches, the best trainers, condition his body, make sure he's healthy, make sure he's doing things the right way. So that's no question. But is he going to be good enough to make it to the league? Will a team, because this is my theory. My theory is here lately, LeBron has been talking positive about Presley. I forgot his first name, but he's the GM for Oklahoma City Thunder. I think he said in an interview, allegedly anyway, that Dale Morey, the coach of the 76ers now, who was not the coach, the GM of the 76ers, who was the GM of the Rockets when they had their run with James Harden, which now he's gotten James Harden over to the 76ers. LeBron basically stated that it wasn't Daryl Morey who did it. It was more so Presley. And I can't think Presley or something like that. So I think LeBron is going to try to end his career in a small market team that'll take a chance on him to put money in the seats, to put money in the stadium. Think about it. He's been talking about Presley lately, like a lot. So if he go to OKC, a small market team, and then that's going to be all the talk. So see, now we're talking about positive publicity instead of negative publicity. Like a lot of people say, what's the saying? Negative publicity is good publicity. So in this case, LeBron is going to use my opinion now. LeBron is going to use positive. I forgot the word now. What's the word I said, Leah? She act like she ain't listening. Oh, positive publicity in a small market team where they can fill seats and make money. I mean, think about it. The marketing behind that would be genius for LeBron and for that team. That would be genius. And that's where, I got to give LeBron a lot of credit. I take a lot from him, negatively with his game, for a guy who's considered by many. Some people consider him the GOAT. Obviously, I don't. But some people consider him the best player in the league since he got in the league. Obviously, I didn't. I don't think he was the best player in the league until about 2012, 2013 when Kobe got hurt. But anyway, for a guy to say, hey, even though he jumped from team to team, I get it. To say, hey, I'm gonna create this new path. And now everybody's doing it. But he's gonna create this new path of how to how to navigate an NBA career. After you get no, he didn't ask to be traded. You know what I mean? Because we talk once again, we talk about those players who sign a contract, then they want to be traded. Anthony Davis and everybody else. James Harden done got himself out of two contracts to go to two different teams. LeBron completed his career. I mean, I'm sorry, his contract, and then he pushed himself to go on. And he said, "Okay, I'm going to create my own narrative." The LeBron is number one, probably in NBA history, to create his own narrative and what he wanted his narrative to be. Now we now see through the narrative. I see right through it. But LeBron said, "Okay, I'm going to control my future." Went to the Miami Heat. He got to get a chip, get that off his shoulder. Not one, not two, not three, not four. But how many they end up getting 2 out of 4, right? So then allegedly he went to, I'm pretty sure this is true, but allegedly he went to he wanted the control he had in Cleveland the second time. He wanted to get that control in Miami, and that's one of the reasons he went back to Cleveland, because he knew he could control the narrative. He can control players coming in, players going out, players getting contracts. Went to 4 finals, won one, and then same thing he did with the Lakers. See, but there was 3 different stages if you think about it. The first stage when he was with Cleveland, he came in, they wouldn't let him do anything. He was getting new players, but you know what I'm saying, you had an older Shaq. You had older players coming in trying to help him. Step number 2, he goes to Miami, he go play with his boys, then he try to be the GM. Didn't work there. Pat Riley wasn't having it. Step 3, he goes back to Cleveland. He is controlling the narrative the way he wants. Everything he wants, they're getting. But the problem was once he left, all the contracts was up, and not the contracts were up, but they had to give away all their talent. So now they have to go into total rebuild stage, and that's what LeBron did to him. He burned them because there was nothing else to take, so he had to leave. So now he go to the Lakers, and he pretty much did the same thing. But this year, year 3, I believe, they said pump the brakes. We're not going to allow you to trade any more of our people, because he wanted to get John. Long story short, and I told this the other day, he wanted to before the season started, they had a deal. Allegedly, they had a deal for what's his name, Buddy Hyde, however you say his name. They had a deal for him. But LeBron said, no, pump the brakes. I want my dog, Russell Westbrook. So they went and got Russell Westbrook, right? But Sacramento thinking we had a deal the whole time. So then, midway before the All-Star break, he wanted to trade, allegedly, LeBron wanted to trade Westbrook for Buddy. And then Sacramento said, nope, not going to allow that to happen. So then by the trade deadline, they wanted to get John Wall, which was the best deal, almost trading contracts when it came to John Wall and Russell Westbrook. Both of them making 40-something million this year. But they didn't want to give up that pick, that 2026 or 27 pick, first round pick. Nope, because he's already given away all their assets. I mean, think about Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball was a shell of himself playing with LeBron. Now, yes, he's gotten older, but then you had your boy that went out there to New Orleans. Can't think of his name. He's playing pretty good. Then you had KCP. They released KCP, Kyle Kuzma, who they thought was the third fiddle, and then Alex Caruso. All this young talent they had, and now these boys can't get up and down the floor. I'm trying to keep this positive about LeBron today. But the Lakers said, no, we're not doing that. And allegedly, right now at this moment, he's trying to get Rob Pelinka fired. That's what they're saying. But anyway, I went on that little rant there. kind of got off track. Um, but yeah, is Bronny good enough? Do y'all think Bronny is good enough to play in the NBA? At this point, obviously no, but will he be good enough if he does finish high school and does at least 1 year college, or do he do 2 years of college, 4 years of college? He can't do 4 years of college because LeBron will be too old. At that point, LeBron will be if he did 4 years of college, LeBron will be 38. LeBron will be about 43 by the time he got to the league, or 42 or something like that. Could he play at that age? I'm pretty sure he can come in and give you a couple buckets, couple assists, but he's definitely not going to be too productive. Um, so I see Bronny playing maybe 1 year in G League or college or whatever the case may be, trying to go to the NBA. And I see them going to the Oklahoma City Thunder, small market team, going to win, put up some buckets, put some butts in the seats. I'm sorry. They might not be too good. They may be pretty decent. I don't know what team they'll have at that time, but I think it's going to be a beautiful marketing thing for LeBron, his brand, and the Oklahoma City Thunder because they'll be able to sell that for forever. That NFTs and all this stuff, they'll be able to sell that forever. So, with that being said, let's end this thing on the All-Star game. I got a question. The the All-Star game. So the NBA, I think they do a pretty good job at the All-Star game. A lot of people I know they were hot about the dunk contest. I think there's something they can do about the dunk contest. I think Paul Pierce had a unique way bringing in YouTubers. You see these boys dunking all the time, and put them up against a couple of NBA players, or maybe just have the YouTubers come in and do the dunk contest. But I don't want to take away from the NBA players doing the dunk contest. But there has to be a point to where you can't have 30 chances to do the same dunk. Maybe if you do a dunk, try it once or twice, then you have to switch it up or something because it did get a little boring. I don't think they should get rid of the dunk contest. Um, but we're talking about the NBA. A couple years they took the dunk contest out of the All-Star game. Just like I don't know if y'all remember, some years ago, probably 10, 12 years ago, they took the center position out of the All-Star game. So I don't see, because Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon's dunk contest, those were the two best dunk contests I've ever seen. They were legendary. I know we give Vince Carter a bunch of love. We give Sean Kemp a bunch of love. What's the old boy name that's on the bench now? I can't think of his name. We give Michael Jordan a bunch of love. Dominique Wilkins, Spud Webb. There was no dunk contest, even Kobe. There was no dunk contest in NBA history that was better than those two dunk contests. Now, at the time when they were having dunk contests, they were doing great dunks for those times. But the energy, the everything that was, even no matter what time you put these dunk contests in, they were the greatest dunk contests of all time. Both of those dunk contests, they were stupid. Aaron Gordon, they really should have tied. And then one of them, Aaron Gordon should have won, but Dwayne Wade really went for the Miami boy. Oh, but no, that was the one. The dude from Miami and Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon should have won that one. Definitely should have won that one without question. And then Zach LaVine almost did between the legs, almost from the free throw line. Come on, man. Let's be serious. Those were I give love to the ones before, but those were the two best, or I say three best dunk contests of all time. Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine twice, and then Aaron Gordon and the dude from the Miami Heat at the time. Can't think of his name. But so the All-Star game for the NBA, I think it's pretty good. They got the skills challenge, they got the rookie game and sophomore game, they got the celebrity game, they have what else they got? The 3-point contest. The only part that probably could change is they need to do a different structure with the dunk contest. Like I say, like Paul Pierce said, maybe have some YouTubers come in again going against NBA dunkers or something like that. Um, have NBA versus YouTube. I don't know, something to that effect. And then the NFL Pro Bowl. What does that become? The NFL Pro Bowl, they can do so much more. Maybe they can do some 7-on-7 challenges. They can have celebrities out there. Maybe they do. I didn't see it though. Playing some flag football. Um, they can do so much more, I believe. But the actual game itself, oh my God, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. No, sit your butt down. I don't know what you do about the actual game itself. Do you cancel the game and just have like uh like some events that they could do a race, agility stuff, maybe have another combine. Maybe that's what they need to do. Basically have a combine and see what these players how they can perform. You know what I mean? In certain situations. Yep, he was about to eat your food. Um so y'all answer that in the comments. What can the NFL do? Uh-oh. Look like I got something going on this screen. I can't see. Um LeBron, one of them goats. Yeah, he top 10. And I don't know what you're saying about Zion, but yeah, let's get on Zion a little bit. Anyway, what should the Pro Bowl do? What should they do over there at the Pro Bowl? I don't know. Have a skills challenge. What they're gonna do with I mean, you can do a lot with the receivers, the quarterbacks, the skill players, but what can you do the DBs and stuff like that? But what can you do with the linemen, D linemen, offensive linemen? I don't have a clue. Maybe you don't have a game and just everybody go on a yacht or something and hang out. I don't know what the heck to do about that. But y'all give me some comments of what y'all think should be doing. Um. So yeah, LeBron top 10. He number 10. I could change. I could change obviously. Um. But Zion, man, I think Zion is trying to get out of New Orleans, but try to do it a different way. I mean, he's putting stress all over his body and supposedly have to have foot surgery again. But he was, man, he was probably one of the more exciting players that we want to see that came out of college in recent times. I mean, I want to see John Morant too. I wanted to see Steph, I remember. But that was what Steph came out in what, 09, 2010 with Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin was the other dunker I was talking about. But I believe Zion is trying to get out of there and get to New York some kind of way. And I think he's trying to just at this point, I don't know what's true and what's not, but allegedly he's pretty healthy. Pretty not healthy, I'm sorry. Pretty hefty. He's pretty big right now in weight. They saying he pushing 300. So being able to jump up and down, run up and down that floor, yeah, you can do that a couple times, but you're gonna put too much stress on your body, your ankles, your knees, and everything. You're not gonna last that long in the league. Look at Greg Oden. And ever since he came in the league, even as a rookie, even when he was in college, they were saying he's gonna have to control his weight. He's gonna have to control his weight. I think he don't care about his weight because he know he can get his weight down. But I think more importantly, he's trying to get his way out of New Orleans and try to get his way into New York. That's what I think. But anyway, folks, it's been another beautiful one over here at Gates Open Warner Media Group. Y'all tell me what y'all think. The NFL Pro Bowl, what should they do? I think the NBA basketball All-Star game is a great game. I think now they got it even more competitive to where you got to win each quarter. And I think they really took something in when Kobe passed. They started this little change here, which I think is a good thing. Is Bronny good enough to make it to the NBA? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Is Bronny going to be good enough to be able to play with his dad in the NBA? I think it's a beautiful thing if he can, but it's yet to be seen. Obviously, Pro Bowl, All Star game. Is Bronny good enough? And that's something that Michael Jordan wasn't able to do. Michael Jordan wasn't even able to get his kids to the NBA, let alone be able to play with them. Obviously, he wouldn't play with them anyway because he was too old. But if he could have, they weren't good enough to make it. So that's something, like I said, I hang my hat on, give LeBron a lot of props. But is Bronny good enough to make it to the NBA? That's it, folks. So with that being said, comment, like, subscribe. Gates Open Warner Media Group. Gates Open Warner Media Group. Hit me up on YouTube. Tell me what y'all think. And like I said, I have some more videos that we're gonna be pushing out this week. We did some stuff over there with Sid and Politic. Been collabing with them. They also helped me get my channel started. So show them some love. Like, comment, subscribe on their channel. And then bam, come back over here. Like, comment, subscribe on my channel. Uh-oh. Hold up. There we go. Got to be more careful, boy, I tell you. Huh? Bang, bang, boogie. Bang, bang, boogie. You know what I'm saying? One more time. Bang, bang, boogie. Got to be more careful, boy, I tell you.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yeah.
Shots fired! Shots
Hey, man.
fired!
Y'all check me out, though. Gates Open Warner Media Group. Check out Sit in Politic. And then this is how we go out every day. This is what we do right here. Bam, check them out. Check my dog out right there.
What's up? Yeah. Been waiting a while. Been through a lot for this moment right here. Yeah. It's for the grown and sexy. Listen.
Lady, I'm ready. Said I'm searching. Lady, I'm ready. Lady. I need a love to face life till I'm finished. I won't stop till I find my lady. Is she you?
Sick and tired of wondering, is my special lady waiting for a love that's true?
Hold on. I gotta cut that off right quick. I just got a banner saying Chris Paul might be out for the rest of the season. That's breaking news. And I guess that's probably why they don't go that hard in the NFL. Man, I got to see what happened. But like I say, I just got a banner saying Chris Paul might be out for the rest of the season. That is major. If that takes the Phoenix Suns' hopes away for the championship.
Lady, I'm ready. I need a love to face life till I'm finished. I won't stop till I find my lady. Is she you?
In and out relationships, left with memories past tense, yeah. So what do I do? I'm holding on, now I let them go. I've searched the world over, yeah, she's still undiscovered. I refuse to quit now, I'm in my vow. I'm ready for love.
Said I'm searching.
Have you seen her? Have you seen my baby? I'm ready for love.
That's me.
That's a need of love, baby.
That's me.
All right, y'all, we out. Got to be more careful, boy, I tell you. Bang, bang, boogie.